done this for a while, but actually, my hair is growing really quickly again because I didn't pre-plan washing my hair to the extreme like a couple weeks ago. I left the house with my hair this wet. And it used to be even more wet. And you know what? I used to love to leave the house with my hair wet in a braid. And that's when my hair was like just growing, like the mega growth part, because I used to wash my hair more. Now I've decided right now, maybe I've migrated up to washing my hair every 6 or 7 days. I might wash my hair again in a few days if I feel like, ooh, I need it. But right now I kind of feel like I'm back, but I don't ever foresee going over once a week. So I didn't really schedule washing my hair the way I should have. But I love to leave the house with my hair wet because it doesn't bother me one grape jelly jam dime. And yes, maybe you can't do this in cold climates, but can I do some smashing of the hair mythology? I did it when it was cold in the mountains before. Oh yeah, buddy, I did it. Yes, I don't live by all these rules that you now, like they're kind of promoting this thing like, oh my gosh, like wet hair. Like before they were saying, you know, it's probably less damaging to have your hair like be wet. But you know what? I'm gonna kind of go against the grain on this one. Like maybe if your hair is like really straight and you cannot comb it when it's wet, then yeah. But you know what? Like when I was getting into hair experimentation, I always used to comb my hair when super wet. But I thought, well, maybe I should let my hair dry more as it got longer and longer. And it was always taking me so long to comb it out. And recently, now that I've gone back to super wet combing, oh my gosh, easy peasies. And also, I don't care if my hair is wet because it's Southern California and it's so hot outside that the environment is your blow dryer. And I hate my hair. One thing I hate about the blow dryer is it blows your hair all around. That drives me bunky. I hate fans and I hate blow dryers. And for somebody who hates fans and blow dryers, and let's say you didn't plan out your hair washing schedule, I want to tell you a great Jelly Jam secret. Put your hair in a wet braid and take off. Yes, you'll be okay. It will not damage your hair. Because my hair was not like 5 years ago when I was having extreme growth. You saw me combing my hair wet, and many times it was in the morning, and my hair was so thick, it would be in a braid and wet. And no, I didn't get hydro fatigue. I didn't get all these things that they claim could happen to you. But if you think that would damage your hair, don't do these things. But I just knew, like, okay, you know what made me realize that wet hair isn't really damaged hair? Was when I was a freshman in college and I saw women with like super long, thick, wavy to curly hair. Maybe this is something as thicker hair people with wavy to curly hair can kind of get away with, like that texture. I mean, I don't know, maybe this doesn't work for people with fine hair, but I would see women coming to class and their hair would be wet, okay? And they weren't panic attacking. Like, I was like, what? You mean their hair isn't like bone dry before they enter public? I know, like, a lot of people don't like that people would go out with wet hair and it's so taboo and they think, oh, it's gonna get you sick. And they're like, but my hair could be more damaged. Well, dry hair can be damaged too. So I don't exactly worry about what everybody else worries about. I just know, like, okay, if my hair is wet, I'm not going to tug on it. It's easier to comb out when it's wet. It's gonna dry. If my hair looks a little wet, I kind of like it because back when my hair was like to here and even to here, like mid-back length, I would be riding a bike and I would put my hair in a wet braid and I kept it slicked down and I kind of liked it those days. And then the next day when I had it, freshly washed it, I had to like water my hair down when I braided it because I don't know, wet hair doesn't bother me. Like some people are so worried about the wet hair, but I don't know, I'm not bothered by wet hair. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, yeah, I just want to take my grape jelly jam time, so I eschew the blow dryer because I feel like, yeah, I guess some people believe the blow dryer is not damaging. I guess I just really hate blow dryers. Like, I do know that over time if you use too much heat, it could be damaging. Like, that's kind of a given. I don't believe, like, everything keeps changing, like, every few years, like, what's good for hair, what's bad for hair. And now it's kind of like getting back to like they're trying to promote like mainstream hair dyes, even though we know that's damaging to hair. There's a lot of natural dyes you can do. Right now, I'm still kind of reticent about henna because I think henna can be nourishing to the hair, but you want to be really careful with henna because it can over dry your hair, you know. And you never want to mix henna with conditioner, just my experience. So, but henna is going to be better than bleach or ammonia dyes. And then you could do, I don't know, there was another one I learned about, turmeric, a turmeric hair dye. I think I'm going to try that. I didn't have time because I didn't plan things well this weekend. But, yeah, look. My hair is already beginning to dry a little. If it's a little wet when I leave the house, I'm not going to panic attack. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, my hair's wet when I left the house. How taboo of you. I think at the end of the day, some people just think like, wet hair? Oh no. But then I saw these women, like I said, with wavy to curly hair, and it was very long and very heavy, and it was wet when they went to class, and that was the game changer for me. I'm like, you know what? I don't need to worry about my hair being bone dry anymore when I leave the house. I think it's just like one of these things like back in the day, you had to wear gloves when you left the house. You had to have a hat. And oh no, your hair couldn't be wet. Like, how dare it? I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I kind of like my hair being a little wet. Like, especially when it was long enough. I could braid it now, but at this time, I don't really love the way my hair looks in a braid. Like at this length, it's okay. It's just not my favorite. So I just at this time will choose to kind of let it dry. And then in an hour, so after I comb out my hair, I always like to do a second comb through. I used Pantene, like the clear Pantene. I think I'm gonna buy the Neutrogena, like, you know, clarifying shampoo next. And then I used the Midnight Brunette, and then I used this, the leave-in conditioner, which is silicone free. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of let my hair dry, and it's bringing out its like really wavy look right now. I like it. I mean, some people actually like this wet look where they even use gel and they make it more wet. So I guess I don't get the anti-wet look. It's kind of cool. Do you want to be cool in Southern California too? Another thing you can do is leave the house with your hair wet. Did I smash some hair taboos today? Because guess what? If it's a taboo, maybe you should try it. Just saying. It's well.